The desert is not defined by heat. It is defined by water loss. Here, death does not arrive dramatically. It arrives invisibly through evaporation. Every exposed surface leaks water. Skin, lungs, eyes. At the cellular level, dehydration destabilizes membranes. Proteins misfold. Enzymes lose efficiency. Electrochemical gradients collapse. Most organisms fail before thirst is even perceived. In this environment, drinking is dangerous. Water sources concentrate predators. Heat exposure rises. Energy costs spike. Evolution responds by removing the behavior entirely. In the desert, the most successful organisms do not search for water. They erase the need for it, adapting to survive in the harshest conditions. Metabolism becomes a hydration engine. Fat oxidation produces water internally. Lipids are no longer fuel. They are liquid reserves in solid form. Respiration becomes a vulnerability to seal. Nasal passages grow complex. Exhaled moisture condenses and is reclaimed. Kidneys elongate beyond safe limits seen in other mammals. Urine approaches crystallization. Waste leaves. Water stays. Activity shrinks to precise temporal windows. Minutes, not hours. Shade becomes infrastructure. Stillness becomes strategy. This is not survival through endurance. It is survival through subtraction. The desert does not reward strength. It rewards systems that remove dependency. And this forces a fundamental biological question. If life can function without drinking, was water ever the defining requirement of life?
Some desert animals never drink. Not rarely. Not seasonally. Never. The kangaroo rat lives its entire life without liquid water. This is not behavioral. It is biochemical. Every gram of fat oxidized inside its mitochondria produces water. This metabolic water replaces drinking. But production alone is not enough. Loss must be nearly zero. The lungs become recycling chambers. Exhaled air passes over cold nasal turbinates. Water vapor condenses, reabsorbed before escape. The kidneys are pushed to anatomical extremes. Loops of Henle extend deeper than in any other mammal. Osmotic gradients reach near theoretical limits. Urine exits as semi-solid. Salt leaves. Water remains. Blood chemistry adapts. Red blood cells tolerate extreme viscosity. Plasma volume fluctuates without collapse. Circulation continues under dehydration, levels lethal to humans. Behavior completes the system. Daylight activity disappears. Heat exposure drops. Respiratory loss collapses. Every movement is rationed. This animal does not survive thirst. It removes thirst from physiology. In evolutionary terms, this is not adaptation. It is elimination. When water is no longer required externally, desert becomes habitat, not hazard.
The camel is not a water tank. Not in the hump. Fat storage in the hump is energy, not water. Water retention is physiological, not anatomical. Blood chemistry is extraordinary. Red blood cells tolerate extreme dehydration. Osmotic flexibility allows plasma volume to drop without circulatory collapse. Body temperature fluctuates daily, reducing water loss. Sweating is nearly eliminated unless hyperthermic stress occurs. Kidneys are masterpieces of concentration. Loops of Henle push osmotic gradients to physical limits. Urine is viscous, nearly solid, conserving every molecule. Respiration is controlled to reclaim water in nasal passages. Behavior complements biology. Nocturnal activity, shade-seeking, slow pacing of movement. Every metabolic pathway is tuned for survival. Humps provide energy, not hydration. Thermal buffering and fat oxidation maintain water balance. In evolutionary terms, the camel eliminates thirst stress. Desert life becomes sustainable, even extreme, without external water.
The saguaro cactus is a living water tower. Accordion-like ribs expand and contract with water intake. Waxy epidermis minimizes evaporation. Every stomatal opening is tightly regulated. Internal water storage moves like a hydraulic system. The resurrection plant dries completely, yet springs back with a single ring. Cell walls fold but remain intact, preserving structural memory. Leaves shrink to papery strips, halting metabolism temporarily. Deeply rooted desert shrubs tap hidden aquifers. Roots grow selectively towards moisture, bypassing arid soil. Xylem and phloem operate at extreme tension without cavitation. Mesophyll cells retain minimal water while sustaining photosynthesis. Biochemical pathways shift to osmolytes and protective proteins. Water potential gradients are precisely controlled at the cellular level. Crassylation acid metabolism allows nocturnal CO2 fixation. Energy and water are synchronized with environmental cycles. These adaptations redefine the limits of plant survival. In evolutionary terms, desert flora converts scarcity into opportunity. Life persists where water is a mirage, yet biology thrives.
The desert is a crucible of extreme evolution. Every organism is a master of survival physics. Water scarcity drives ingenuity at cellular and systemic levels. Animals and plants alike synchronize metabolism with environmental cycles. Camels, kangaroo rats, and Fennec-Foxes convert scarcity into resilience. Cacti store and regulate water with hydraulic precision. Resurrection plants pause and revive metabolism at will. Deep roots and selective absorption redefine resource access. Physiological extremes reveal the limits of biology. Kidneys, liver, and circulatory systems are tuned to conserve water. Osmolytes, protective proteins, and CM metabolism operate at peak efficiency. Nocturnal behaviors, torpor, and estivation optimize survival. Desert life teaches us about adaptation, resilience, and evolutionary foresight. These lessons extend to human challenges: climate change, water scarcity, extreme environments. Fragile ecosystems must be understood and preserved. Every drop conserved, every strategy optimized, life persists. The desert is not barren. It is a laboratory of life's ingenuity. In this extreme arena, evolution has written its ultimate survival manual.